Welcome to Date with Danu. Today we have a very media-oriented gathering happening today. And, normally we'll have to explain to the guests, follow tally, if you want to look at a camera. There are these technical terms that we normally use, and most of the guests don't understand. But this time around, I have none of those problems happening on this show. As my first guest, I have a vibrant personality. She has graced many stages with an amazing presence when it comes to presenting and hosting events. And at the same time, I cannot pronounce her second name. As my first guest, I'm happy to have Sharon.
I am Sharon Mascarenhas, TV and events news presenter. I'm a marketing professional as well, and I'm all set to go on a date with Danu. I think it's an interesting show, and if you want to know the scoops about Colombo, this is the show. Danu, I think it's nice that he is one of the only presenters who actually carries his heritage wherever he goes. And I thought it's really nice of him to invite us as state television presenters to join us on the show. So thank you, Danu, and thank you, Hi TV, for having us. Super excited.
Somehow this happened. We all kind of matched today on the show. Not planned, I promise you that.
Hello.
Thank you for being on the show. Please tell me how to pronounce your second name. You gave me this class, but I have forgotten.
You have to only remember Mas, ice cream, and yes. Mascarenhas.
Mascarenhas.
Yes. It's okay. Let's just go with
How I remember is Mascarenhas. How many people get it right?
People don't even say it.
There you go. That's what they omit that. Sharon M.
Or M. Sharon.
That's much easier, I think, yeah. Solves a lot of problems. How are you keeping?
Good. Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. And is this, like you were telling me before, very rarely we have media people being...
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's always fun to have people from all walks of life.
I'm very grateful for Hi TV actually inviting us, because you know how stations don't sort of invite people from other stations when they're working full time. So that's why I was like, wow, really? We're getting him.
We ain't a station.
So Danu is being nice.
Oh, we are a channel. So tell me, your time in media has been for how many years now?
15.
Young bud. So how did it all start? What made you get into this?
Stroke of luck from school.
Where was this stroke?
Holy Family Convent, Bambalapitiya. And then from there, kids news to main news, and then, journey continued.
Now this kids news, it was like a...
So you'd wear like the uniform.
Okay.
And then you read.
School gave you permission.
Yes.
Yeah.
And super serious and super exciting, because you're like on TV for the very first time.
What are the things that you read? Like
everything. It was like global news as well as
local
news.
Not child-friendly news.
Like you want people to know what's happening in the world, learn places, like the tallest mountain, stuff like that.
Things like that,
yeah.
okay.
So it's interesting, but once you kind of grow with the pronunciations and all, it's a bit,
It's a bit tough.
When the aunties call in, that's not how you pronounce it.
Yeah. Aunties tell who?
No, me.
You.
Yeah.
But when you get onto screen and when you do this job, do you ever think for that moment, I have so many people watching, or you just do it because you just want to do it?
I think that's consciously in your mind. You have to address depending on the audience, depending on the program that you are handling. So yeah, it's at the back of my head, but you feel that ease when you sort of just talk to the camera,
and
to that invisible audience. And when it's a live audience, I know it's energetic, it's exciting, but you've got to be absolutely mindful in everything.
Okay. Something that I really need to keep in mind, because, sometimes I can swallow my words and use a few words that may be wrong, but this time around can't, and these ones pronounce every word perfectly. So it's a bit of a problem. On the other side, we have someone who has been in the trade for a long time. He is known for his very sharp voice. You can always identify, even when he's just talking, like in the corridor, it's him. I'm happy to have the main man from the Bongso family.
Bongso. I have been a news anchor, compeer, and announcer for almost 4 decades. It feels great to be here on this program because everyone's talking about A Date with Danu. I know I've seen a couple of the programs. It's been amazing, and well, let's see how it's going to be tonight or today. Just like I said, A Date with Danu is an awesome program. It's very informal, and that's what you need today. We have changed with the times, and those were the days when the programs were so stiff, but now this is the most current way of interviewing people and making people watch and enjoy. Well, talking about Danu, he's fun, and I think he makes you feel at ease, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy this program, A Date with Danu.
Do you remember where you first saw me?
I think I first saw you at an event I was comparing at the Golf Face Hotel, if I remember.
Yes, it was a wedding.
Yes.
It was one of our long lost relatives.
Good memory.
Yeah, and my uncle knew you, who lives in Qatar now.
Yes.
And he introduced me to you. I remember my outfit as well. I was wearing a green striped shirt.
How do you remember all these
I have a
stuff?
problem.
Good memory.
I have a problem. It was at the Golf Face Hotel.
And that was your
It in the
dream
ballroom.
also, to be a presenter. I
By the
remember.
time I was on radio,
Right.
yeah, he introduced me, and those days, you know, where you have the collar out, I was trending like that.
Right.
I had my collar out of the jacket.
I think you're the only presenter who comes out with these vivacious colors and.
No, I
You
had
got
the
to be in
collar.
Vogue, I think.
Huh?
You got to be in Vogue.
Yes, of course. Oh, it was a terrible time of fashion. I remember that superstar era that was, and I remember that's the first time I met you. Many years have gone from there. So tell me, let's go back in time. What made you step into media? Oh, was it an accident?
I think this is probably an inborn talent that I had. Most people aren't aware that I actually was a sportsman in school. I was at Patana and Wesley, represented the first 15 teams, and also I was an athletics champion and obtained athletics colors in college. And I never knew I had this talent. It was while I was doing my A-levels, I did English as a subject, and I remember the text that we offered at the A-levels was Othello, William Shakespeare's, and I remember I had to play a role in that just for for the benefit of the students in the class. And the moment I started reading, the teacher in charge said, I think all of you should listen to him. And I thought my reading was bad, but to my surprise, he said that I read well, and I should actually join radio. But at that time, Danu, to become a radio presenter and a newsreader, one of the requirements was that you need to have done elocution. That was the trend at that time. It's no more the trend. So I said, no, I don't think I'll stand a chance. He said, no, after your A-levels, just give it a try. And I just applied. And to my surprise, I was selected. So that was the beginning.
Can't even read normal these days. When reading Othello would have been just like gibberish for me. Most of the time when we used to take part in Shakespeare drama competitions, first 2 readings, we just read something and it sounds like, oh, that sounds Shakespeare-ish, right?
That's
But it's easy when you actually look at the book. It's difficult to memorize the lines, but then it's easy to...
We don't know what we did. That poor man would have not rolled. He would have dug another grave inside that.
But maybe my pronunciation would have been bad at that time because I was clueless. But maybe for some reason or the other, I
you
would have
always
impressed.
have this voice, this very commanding voice.
Yeah, that is what I think is inborn.
Okay.
That's a gift.
Yeah. Who speaks like you at home?
My father did. He was a police officer.
My God.
And I think
So naturally.
I got it from him probably.
There you go.
It's in the genes.
It's in the genes. That's the.
But I like the way you said it at the beginning. The main man of the Bongsos, or what did he say?
Yeah, the main Bonzo band.
Yeah.
Lots of Bonzos have followed after. We'll speak more about it, of course, when we do come back after the break. Do stick around. In conversation, this is not the lot. There's one more to be added to the mix. We'll see you on the other side because we have more coming. So we have Senior Bonzo, and he is known as a Junior Bonzo on the news desk. And on the other side, we are joined by his son.
Hi, I'm Javed Bongso. I'm a television news anchor, a compeer. I'm also a travel industry professional, and I'm also a CrossFit trainer as well. Well, I think it's a fantastic show, and I've watched bits and pieces of it. I only enjoy the really cool ones. As of late, I've seen Gehan and them coming on as well, so it's been really fun. And let's put on a show today as well. So, if I'm not mistaken, Jaffna Boy, I think it's a super cool name, a nickname to have. So I'm excited to be on his show. I hope I'm not going to get caught unaware by his questions, but I'm fully prepared, I hope.
And we have Javed Bongso. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us, Danu.
No problem. So you are into fitness.
Yes, yeah.
So after you is just me who are into fitness. Only you and I can speak this language.
Absolutely.
I know. Yeah. How much are you lifting these days?
I'd say.
I'm just lifting my body weight. So let's speak about. Did you want to be in media?
I mean, I didn't have a choice, right? The thing is, like you said, he started like a whole line of bongsos. It's like a bongso assembly line.
Yes.
It's like, okay, you're born going to you're going to this channel.
You are born as a bonzo, you
Yeah.
continue as a bonzo.
And I guess like all the bongsos also have like, you know what? We'll just go into media. That's the first thing we'll jump into. But in my case, I had no choice. Even if I did want to do anything else, right after school, in the night, he would make me read scripts, and my sister as well. And we used to make some horrible errors. Is that how you read news? So you can imagine, right? The pressure on us.
But you know, I think have y'all all read together, the three of you?
Yeah.
All three of you on one
Yeah.
set?
Yes.
No, not on one set,
Yeah, we
but
did.
I've
We
had
did once.
Yeah.
Really?
I read sports news.
Oh,
And my
okay.
daughter and I were reading the main news.
Oh wow! I heard that once the family read.
That's
Yeah.
right, yes.
Was it odd?
I think it would have been nice, like historical.
It was
never
odd for me
happened,
because
ever.
my daughter was very smart at that time. So she was actually correcting me. I didn't have the lineup properly fixed. And she said, Dada, you're reading the wrong item. Get ready for the next one.
I should start my line, Mascarenhas.
Yes. Can't say the name. M line of people. Now, because media is such a tricky industry, because as you were saying, I have to say, senior Bonzo, it would have been hard because back in the days, they used a presenter for everything. It could be from radio, TV, doing a show, doing news. How was it for you? What didn't you do, or what did you opt not to do?
The most difficult thing for me was doing an interview, because I think, especially in an interview, you've got to be aware of the subject matter. And if you're not aware of the subject, you're playing with words. And I think that was the most difficult. Other than that, when you're into, like all of us, we are able to do everything. I mean, if you should be able to be a compeer, if you're a presenter. Some of them don't get into comparing. I think you should be versatile. Don't you agree?
Yeah, true. I agree.
See, you have no choice.
I will never read news. I will never, because I'm sure I'll topple the government. I will bring in a new government into power and rename the prime minister.
But you
or something.
enjoyed giving the weather update.
Yeah, weather has always been fun, just for the knack of it. At least I've done once. I once read the political updates. I think I was just literally saying the Our Father on one side and reading the design because I didn't want Poland Naru to like have some other rating. Whereas I'm the only one who is saying it wrong, and the English and the Tamil and the Sinhala will say it perfectly right. So it's always too much of pressure.
Danu, I think it's very important to maintain standards. Like during our times, we had our seniors. I think I was about the fifth to join television, national television. But the people who were there ahead of me, they always maintained standards. Especially when it came to pronunciation and diction, phrasing. But I think today, I think we at Rupavahini lack that, because I think standards have dropped. I don't know. My son has to agree with that.
There are good presenters.
Because both of you all are here.
Yeah,
you all are in the new lot.
They have to agree, because some of them are hilarious. So we have to maintain standards.
Yeah, all looking at good ratings.
No, you got to be honest by yourself.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true. All right, we're going to get into a segment that I really like. It's called Hot Seat. Y'all have no choice but to answer. So it's time to play Hot Seat. And can I start with, who should I start with?
ladies first.
Seniors.
Danu, you decide, Danu. Tactic took.
Inky Pinky Polly. Dolly died.
You know,
father
if
cried,
you're a
Inky
news
Pinky
reader,
Polly.
you don't get to do inky pinky. Another
In the Inky Pinky seat. Sorry, as the youngest, you have to sit there. No choice. Actually, I will start with you, Javed.
Oh.
Your dad's worst quality, you can mention 2.
He's very honest, I can tell you that. He's very honest, he'll say it. He'll say it.
Bro, I need a house.
But temporary, right? You're going into apartment? Yeah.
No, but everything is for him. I've already written it in his name.
There you
So
go.
it's all
There you go.
right.
Just say it, man. You can move in fast.
You've always been honest. Say it. I like to hear it.
Yeah, so I'm trying to be a little, you know, trying to
Diplomatic.
balance everyone up.
Yeah.
So I think one of the worst qualities is that he shouts a lot. But he says he's just talking. So but like you said, it could be his voice as well. My aunt, who lives next door, like, he's just talking to me. Then she would call me 5 minutes later. Why is your father shouting at you, man? I'm like, no, he was just talking to me. So,
Actually, these two are dead scared. My daughter and son are dead scared of my voice.
Are you?
we've never got beaten up. We've just
The
heard-
voices are-
The voice is good enough.
Macam ngoyak gitu kan. Mama benong that's worse.
He only said one. What's the other
Yeah,
one?
what's the other one now? Your father is on point.
My God,
I
yes.
will,
Yeah. He wants to know what's the second one. Anyway, the house is yours too.
Y'all want to swap seats?
I don't know. Is there anything else? I think he's very blunt, but I think being blunt has both its positives and negatives.
I like how he says it and then cements it nicely and puts a little plant on the side. Okay, question number 2. Who reads best next to your dad?
Tough one.
I'm going to keep looking at you.
Yeah.
Should it be a female or a male?
Yeah.
You can pick anyone you like.
To be
But normally they read only with
No,
the
you
female,
can
no?
go with the senior categories also.
Actually, to be really honest, out of the seniors, I just like my dad. But and
He has to read next to somebody, no?
Richard D'Souza. He liked Richard D'Souza.
was
He watched him.
quite cool.
And Ravi John. You said Ravi
Yeah,
John.
Ravi John was quite good. But in the current era, I would say out of the females, she's a good reader. Sharon's a good reader. Out of the guys,
I'll buy you brownies, huh?
Okay. Right. Okay. Here is your question. Who is a better host? Clifford, Dushan, Sharon on stage.
Sharon.
Kiss, kill or marry or throw out of the plane.
Oh my God, that's so much. Kiss, kill,
Marry or throw somebody out of the plane. Literally, you're killing a few people here. Stephanie Sirivardhana, Dinakshi Priyasad, Bhatia and Santush,
That's difficult.
Natasha Ratnayaka.
Oh, even difficult.
අපි කොල්ල දෙන්න වෙලියට දාමු ඉස්සෙල්ලා.
So you're killing,
Bhatin.
වාදය සන්තෝෂ්, come on.
you're killing Bhatia and Santush. You can only kill one. It's either Bhatia or Santush.
Oh.
They are not together, but you can taste it.
No, now they're sitting together now. When they turn, they
And you
turn
also
together.
have, yeah, that's about it.
Natasha, Stephanie, and so maybe
Dinakshi.
Santosh, because he'll figure it out.
Okay, let's start with the positive ones. Who would you kiss?
Oh, my wife's watching at home.
Yeah. You married last year, right? Yeah. Who would you kiss?
I don't know. Man, you should have given me more options.
This is all you have.
I guess Stephanie.
Okay, you'll kiss Stephanie. So you're marrying who? Dinakshi, Bhatia, Santush, or Natasha?
Natasha.
You're marrying
Yeah, then both of you all can work out together.
Okay. So you have kill and throw out of the plane. You're killing whom?
Dinakshi.
Dinakshi or you're killing Dinakshi
Yeah.
and throwing out of the plane Bhatia and Santush both.
Yeah, both.
Okay, right. The most stylish newscaster. Samir Razuldeen, Joel, Clifford Richards, Sandura Ferdinando.
Joel. I
Okay.
think Bugger's got some swag.
That's it. We move on to the second. I'm going to go with Sharon now. If you were given a chance to co-anchor with someone, who would you choose and why? These are your options. Joel, Arun Dias, Larry King, Ashan Dias, Shivan Daniel. We'll take
Depending
Larry
if-
King
if-
out.
yeah.
He's not there.
But you know, I would have picked him
Yeah.
because I like that whole
But he's not
style.
there. He's literally not there, you know. So you have other choices, Shivan, Ashan, Ashan Dias, Shivan,
No, Ashan
Arun?
is out. Ashan is out. Who are the others?
Shivan Daniel, Arun Dias, Joel.
Arun Dias.
Kiss, kill or marry? Your options. Mervyn Silva, Ranjan Ramanayaka, Duminda Silva.
Wow, Sharon. You've got so many cool options. Let's
And
go.
I had to read about these people, no? Kill Mervyn.
But why is so funny?
Kiss,
Kiss Ranjan.
marry,
My
Duminda.
friends are going to kill me now.
You're going to marry Duminda. All
No,
right.
no, sorry. Let's stop that.
So you're marrying who? You're marrying Ranjan, kissing Duminda.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Your favorite female vocalist? Umara, Natasha Ratnaika, Tehani Imara. Rank them.
Umara, Natasha Ratnaika, and Tehani Imara. Natasha, Umara, Tehani.
Who is a bigger diva out of the lot here?
Okay.
Rosa Serenayaka, Jacqueline Fernandez, Malini Fonseca.
Jacqueline, Malini, and sorry, who's the other one?
Rosie.
Rosie.
If you have to choose the suitable partner for you, who would you pick out of the following in terms of personality?
Partner,
Yeah,
like
suitable boy.
marriage partner, or what kind of partnership?
Anything you want to do with them is up to you.
Business partnership?
No. Marriage or anything intimate beyond that. Charlene Balasurya, Kumar Sangakkara, Shihan Mihiranga, Suraj Mapa.
None of them.
Sharon, you can't be
Not
like
my
this.
type.
None of them?
No.
Oh, that
I want
explains.
a dimple looking guy. Is there anyone who has dimples there?
Shian Miranga.
Dig a hole then. Shihan, I think, has an
Yeah.
No.
You wanted a dimple.
I want a guy with a dimple. What's wrong?
So he probably has a dimple.
So
No,
make,
but
make a hole like you said.
Yeah, you can make artificial dimples these days.
No, he's a good musician, but not my type.
None of them. This explains why this
Well,
girl
let's
is
say-
single.
Kumar
I am
Sangakkara.
willing to
Yeah,
take
I'll
even
go
a
with
couch.
She says go with Kumar
Sangakkara.
Sangakkara.
Yeah, I'll go with Kumar.
That's by force answer.
She got forced in.
Yeah. Faizal.
Oh my God.
Arun Dias Bandaranaika, Kumar De Silva, Dushan Vaz, your most favorite and least favorite on stage to host an event.
Oh, that's a difficult question to answer.
Can I have
Ah,
water?
yeah, you can.
I think my favorite would be Kumar De Silva, and my least favorite would be Dushan Vaz.
Your favorite female host, apart from Sharon.
Apart from Sharon, Trishma Pinto.
Who should sit on the UMP seat at the parliament?
Oh my
Your options are Naveen Dissanayaka, Ruwan Vijayawardena, Ranil Wickramasinghe.
Definitely not the last one. For me, Ruwan Vijayawardena.
Your favorite entertainer? Rajita Rupasinghe, Sohan Veerasinghe, Sunil Pereira.
The order, is it?
No, just pick one.
Rajita Rupasinghe.
Describe Colombo in one word.
An amazing city.
Done. So we are done with that. It's time we get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. Do stick around. It's a break. Welcome back to the show. All from media, seated in one place, having a conversation. Let's speak a little bit about the industry today. How healthy is it, Sharon?
Very healthy. It's just that people don't follow ethics anymore.
Okay.
It's good to see good young blood joining the industry. It's very encouraging. But, you know, the slang, you know, the words. I mean, Danu, we are very impressed with how you come up with a genre of shows. You speak Tamil, Sinhala, English, and you speak to different audiences. So it's nice to bring in the blend because you've got to support that audience. But sometimes when you find all these YouTubers coming with some senseless programs, you wonder what's happening to the ratings and the quality of what you want to give as a message.
But should state media be the, like state media is always the recognized media most of the time. It could be for awards, it could be for a lot of things. State media is always the place where we look into. Do you think state media still has the power in like collecting some of the best talent? At one time, state media was the only place where we saw the best. How has it changed? I will ask.
No more. It's not the same as it used to be. I think one particular private station does better than us.
What do we do?
I'm being very honest, and I've also said this, Danu. I've also mentioned this, Danu. It has to go to everybody who are watching. You spoke about healthy media. It wasn't when we were there, but I'm very happy that it has changed now.
Okay.
Probably because I was reading till 2015 with them, am I right? I've been reading for almost 30 years on national television. When I started, there was so much of undercutting.
But there was less.
Uncle, there is now too.
But there
No,
was,
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
And I said
because
uncle.
it's
but
okay. It's
isn't
okay.
there less competition? Wasn't there less competition at that
There
time?
was less competition, but they disliked people coming in. They wanted to monopolize the place.
Right, okay.
But it's not so now. And existing there for 30 years, I think I deserve a special award because there was so much of undercutting. But not presently, because I know my son in particular, once there was a news anchor who was reading with him, he made a major mistake. And I asked him, Javed, that error was made, right? No, Dada, I didn't hear it. But that's the quality you get from people, because no more do the younger generation want to cut one another. It's actually very healthy competition. I love
But
it.
Uncle, what I really liked when I was reading with him, when Uncle was around, the minute you make a mistake, you're suspended.
Oh.
You're taken off the roster for a month,
Oh, wow.
and you don't get to read for a month. But if you do that now, you can read the next day.
I mean, how many people can you have?
How many people can you pass?
I think locally everybody will have to be sent off because they make such big blunders. All have to be sent
there is
off.
a lot of favoration, Danu. You're connected to so and so, okay, you can join it.
And there's so
It's
much
a
of
bit
talent
sad.
outside Danu, and the people who judge are misfits. And they take whomever they want, whomever they like. If they have some connection, they take them in. I'm saying it because it has to be changed there.
But how do you handle, like when you're on the news set, news is a very sensitive matter. You can offend people by reading names wrong. You can offend people by reporting something wrong. You can even say something that was not there. How do you handle that? And when your co-anchor is making a mistake, how do you solve that problem?
No, Mama done.
Yeah, that's his attitude. That's his But during our times, it was noted, right?
Okay.
I know one reader subsequently joined again after many, many years, but just for WHO, because he said who, and for Congress he said Congress, Congress
was who
one.
Congress?
Yeah, Congress one. He was wrong just because they had a personal grudge with that particular reader. That's bad. And there was a crowd. I mean, you said there are very few readers during our time, but there was a group of two people who tried to monopolize the whole thing. I don't mind even they're watching. They should realize, things change. Every action has a reaction, and today they are nobody. They're
Javed,
nobody.
we are more cool, no?
Yeah.
Because that's the very reason I encourage all of them. And
Are
I
we
say,
mentioning names?
no, I don't want to mention
I
names.
done.
I mean, they're listening right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And actually,
Danu,
I
all
think,
of them are watching
I
this
think
show,
they should know, because times have changed. And I love this present setup. Go on, the younger generation, please don't
Danu
bring
is
in
like,
that,
"Oh my God, this is
that
awesome."
awful stuff that we had during our time.
I'm like, I'm eating a buffet. Let's get into updating your status. We'll see you on the other side. Stay tuned. So I've given the toys to them. So Javed, I'm going to start off with you. So you are into fitness and you run a fitness operation?
No, not really. I don't have the time to
You wish.
run it. Yeah.
Yeah.
At some point in my life.
But you are into fitness heavily.
But yeah, so I'm fittish.
Oh, okay.
I'm into fitness.
That's your fetish.
Yes.
Okay, got you.
I'm into fitness, but I also love eating.
Right. So, it
I'm
works
fittish.
well. Okay, it
Yeah,
works very well.
So I decided that I should make fittish people feel comfortable in this industry.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So do you work out every day?
Sort of.
Okay.
Yeah. There's.
You're like me because I'm at the gym every day at 5 in the
I
morning.
Could say, I
yeah.
could say.
Yeah, shred the fat that I had the day before, and
Go on a strong diet.
yeah. Well, just covering
Yeah.
it all with a tie here. Nowadays, the thick ties are back to cover. Because my whole set has seen my buria. No, not because they want to. It's because my shirt keeps popping. Sharon, of course, quickly had her eyes open.
Was it nice?
It was just not so. Okay, coming back to what we were talking about. So now, you do 100 things apart from media. It's not your full-time career, media is. Yeah. But you also host entertainment shows.
Yes.
Then I see you on TV in the mornings as well.
Yes.
Okay, so where do you start? At what point in your life do you live?
I generally don't.
Okay.
Now I've kind of sort of relaxed myself, make sure like a Saturday and Sunday, and like go out once a month. You know,
Once a month?
Once a month.
Wow, that's a 30
It's
day
a
waste.
commitment.
It's a commitment, I see that.
Danu, I think when you're in your 20s, like you have that energy to go.
You're not old.
But when you come to your 30s, you are kind of a little
I will
wise.
not know, I'm not there still.
Right.
But yeah, I said, is it hard when you're in your 30s?
Now there is like a priority list,
Okay.
like do
Because
this,
for
do
me
this.
to help you find a man,
Okay.
we need to start getting you out at least once a
Let's
week.
make sure
Listen,
that
I'm going
through
out
this
every day and I
show-
can't find something. You go once
So
a
I'll
month.
make time for him.
The problem is this, one person sees and finds you interesting on the 30th of January. February, he has to wait till the 28th for you to be seen again.
So I have like a nice calendar, you know. He can select some of the dates.
That's the problem. So yeah, it can't work.
Danu, how does your calendar work?
It's quite interesting. I always make sure my evening gatherings are there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll-
At least with a mask on. Keeping it real.
I'll learn a few.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So now, this media life, now when your other Bongso family members started joining, did you feel that the name was of advantage, disadvantage? Did people easily compare you to father like son, you have to read like your dad?
I mean, for me, it's never been the case because I think there have been so many other Bongsos. They've always thought, meha puta vended. So they've never thought.
For that matter, even Sharon has
I
been
all of a
mistaken
sudden,
to be my
you're
daughter.
Sharon Bonzo. I was like,
That's
no,
because they can't say
you
your
must
name.
be.
They kept it an easy one. They're like, just give her the Bongso
You're
name, it's
this,
easier.
you're this Bonzo girl.
Oh yeah,
Bonzo.
media ekene Sharon Bongso.
So, yeah. Everyone labeled as Bongso.
Linked
Or
with the
either
Bongso.
everyone who was at Rue Point is labeled as Bonzo.
Are you still on the news desk?
I'm not on the news desk anymore. I quit in 2015.
Okay.
And now into comparing mainly. And I have my own institute. I teach.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. I don't think you use a mic at this institute.
I don't need a mic.
I know, they can all hear you. I'm sure the guests in this hotel also hearing. At least one or two that I hear.
Definitely,
During COVID, they're
definitely.
like, we hear something.
Let's
Let's get into a break. We'll see you on the other side because I'm waiting for the juicy parts of the show to come. Fun times, it's time to put people in the spot. And this segment is called Sticky Situ. All right, so this part of the conversation is kind of intense. It
Do
was
I have-
intense before.
as well.
Now it's getting a bit more intense.
Do I have to leave? I need to
No,
save
no,
my job.
it's
I've already lost 1 out of my 3 jobs.
But I was lucky. My particular
your
session
time,
was
in
easy.
2015, you
He's
retired.
going to start earning money for us again.
Your father's left you everything. In the
Yeah, you have the house, don't worry. We'll be all moving in there. Do you remember, Faizal, that you fought with me?
Oh my God, yes, I did.
Do you remember
Oh,
this?
I've forgotten. No, I've forgotten.
But I have to tell you, you have like this problem with temper, is it?
That I was expecting
So
my
that
son to say
temper or
that,
which
but he
one?
didn't.
Okay. So how have you
I can
like,
tell you,
calmed down?
I can actually relate a particular story to you. It's with my neighbor, and that's again because of the dog. All right. Generally, you won't expect Muslims to rear dogs, but we have 3 dogs.
Okay.
2 German Shepherds and a Bull Mastiff.
Right.
And I generally I let them out in the mornings, and I have this issue. If somebody were to say something, even now I have it. if they were to say something about the dogs, I get angry and I actually
Go down.
I lose my temper.
Okay.
And so,
So,
your
Uncle, you
thing was
did
actually a
okay.
minute thing. Can you believe it that I've even been taken to courts as a result of that? But now we've settled and...
Has the neighbor left or the dogs have gone?
I think Uncle has
Neighbor left.
I have left. The neighbor is just there, and she's my best friend now. We're very good friends.
Okay.
And just, it's like, I don't carry things. Even with Sharon, I think I had an issue with you.
You said with everyone.
Yeah, and I
was about to
generally,
say
I generally speak out. Even your instance, I think I spoke to you, and I said what I had to say, and that's it. I don't have anything. I mean, I believe that you should be a hypocrite. You should say what you have to say, and that's it. Because we live in a world of hypocrites. All of them.
Yeah, the thing with him is he'll just say it to your face. So you know he's not going to talk behind your back.
I'll never
He'll
do
tell it
that.
to your face like, okay, either I hate you or I like you.
Because I think last year or year before, you were trending on social media. You were like the most trending person, like all over. Because
Of that instant. Yeah, correct, yes.
at a supermarket, you have scolded somebody or jumped the line.
Exactly. And then that particular person after that calls me and apologizes for what has happened.
Yes, because no, this was all over the place, and I think it was forwarded to everyone who was
Exactly.
at least 1 foot in the world of media, got it, and I was like, I can relate to this.
This man is
Ayo,
there.
okay, normal.
normal.
Really?
Yeah, I can think. But these so-called people have always been out. You're okay with me again, so is that person.
I, of course, don't carry anything forward.
So you're like me.
Yeah, but it was quite an interesting day that day. Like, it was public.
The thing is, he forgets that he's yelled at someone.
Because it's so often, I think.
Yeah, that's true. I agree, Danu. I agree.
But it's a good thing
but
that he moved
the
it.
difference is, like in my case, even with my seniors, I remember once, here again, it's a very interesting story. The most senior person in the industry, we were on a private, actually it was not a private, it's SLBC, Radio Sri Lanka as it is called now. We were on this stereo channel, and there, once again, I was one of those people who was hated at. I revolt. When someone tries to put me down, I never give in. And I remember I walked in, and I have this taste in music, which is very common. Like at that time it was Boney M, ABBA, O.C. Bisa. But that person had a very sophisticated taste,
You had the
so-called.
commercial hits.
That's right. I believed in the commercial. That's what I wanted to cater to. So this person didn't realize that I was there in the studio because I was the one who was taking over. So I remember the OA. Those days we don't operate ourselves.
You
so
are in
the
the
OA
studio.
was, he was asking the OA, "Kauda enne? Faizal Bongso." Then he, on the other side he said, "Apo ye baat hai." And that put me off, Danu. So you can imagine what happened after that. So that's,
He might have been ABBA.
it was up after that. But I always believe in helping the younger lot. I've brought in so many into the field. You can ask these two. So many have joined. And I believe if you're talented, you should be given the place. And that is,
But this thing called the seniors, it's a mandatory respect given thing. You have to respect the seniors. It's there in this industry. But, for example, I'm just saying, like, in showbiz kind of a thing, we don't say it so often. But in your category, you have always had the senior readers. Is it still there? Like, is it just because you were there in existence for like 300 years, it doesn't mean that you need to...
No, I don't think
I think
it's needed.
work has to be the one
no,
that
I don't
proves
think.
your-
It's work.
Danu, but
I agree.
it helps a person improve. Like when I joined reading alongside with Faizal, and then it kind of molded me. But I keep
Call me
wondering-
uncle, no problem. You'll be calling me uncle.
The
It's
ones who
okay.
are joining now, they have this very rap style news reading, and then
Yo, what's up? I'm waiting.
and then you want to be like Jerusalem. So yeah, that's a bit different.
But how do you handle accents?
Oh,
That's a good one. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
I think the issue is everyone has like a put-on accent now, and like it's because they think that English needs to sound like something, whereas you sound like yourself, she sounds like, we all sound like ourselves. So I think that's the most difficult thing. The moment they come into news, they don't even think about the word that they're reading. They're like, oh no, my
and
accent needs to be strong.
Sorry, they try to imitate someone
Yeah.
else or some of the seniors, like try to sort of
The
make their
bass.
vocal.
That's
like
right, the
that.
bass voice.
Welcome to
have a
News
nice
at 8.
voice,
Hello, I can do anything, you know.
All
But I
right.
think you can give me. But I think you can
It's
give me
just that my
competition.
height is-
I think he can give me competition. He has
The
also got
ties
that
to
strong
the shirt
voice.
is actually a bit tight. So it's automatic now.
Mata competition the Indapula against for the strong voice.
Can't, my God. You can make the grade. You compare something close to Morella, they'll be all like, yeah, let's party. They'll all come about. All right, so, you know, it's one of the reasons why I wanted to speak about it is because I have always believed that in this industry, I've told Sharon as well, I think we are given a chance to do something. And it's just entertainment. For me, I don't care whether that person hates me, loves me, wants to be here. I will still want to have these people because I think it's all about telling a story through a program. And it's important to tell the program from no matter what walks of life they are because it's always fun. But the media industry has always been seen upon as such a tight, you know, you don't like each other and you don't want to like be next to this person and hosting with this person can bring me down and hosting with this. That stigma has been around. But have you all ever tried to like work in private media organizations?
Would you be allowed to?
Would you ever resign and move?
We don't have the flexibility of doing events then. The private stations, we have asked, and they have approached us as well. So they come up with the conditions saying you
Well, I
can't
worked
do-
for a private radio station, FM 99.
Yes. Way before it
Yeah.
launched as Capital after that.
Correct. And then, of course, there was no issue. Rupavani
Yeah.
didn't make any issue.
I wish they gave us all the flexibility to choose what we want to do, but I think it's that ethic.
But you can't appear on advertisements, right?
Exactly.
That was one of the
I
reasons
can't
I
be
had to
an
leave.
influencer.
Because I appeared in an
As a
advertisement
news anchor.
As a news anchor. And I was told to leave because you were not allowed.
Immediately.
Ayyo.
That was the reason I left in 2015. The money is better there, I mean finances. Why do you want to waste your time after leading for 30 years? I mean that money is more
Maybe
important than that stage.
Tell the nation
Don't
that
you
we are
agree?
minting money.
How do you think he wrote the house on the side? Javed, just on the side, keep 2 rooms for us. I hope it's in a crime location in Colombo. Because I also have a house in Piliandra, nobody wants it.
Come, you come to Colombo.
Thanks, thank you. All right, let's get into a break. I think we're going to a break, right? Yes, we'll see you on this. It was a very tough thing to find. These ones have nothing. That Javed has removed everything. Why don't you not have an account, man?
He was trying to figure out
Instagram.
how to tag them.
Yeah.
Are you still on Facebook? Why is the name
I
on
think they're all
Instagram?
in-
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's seen as a business
We'll have
module.
to change the name of the segment.
Yeah, seen as a
What's
business
on
module.
IG?
Yeah, we tried this IG thing. It's hard to download, man. It's annoying. You have to like take screenshots and
Screenshot?
all.
Yeah.
It's just too much of work.
Okay.
Facebook is easier. All right. Yeah, you know, you are not talking about fat and this photo, right? Because this is actually not your body.
Oh my God.
Talking
It's
about a
hula
two-piece
night.
outfit.
So that's at one of the dinner dances. It's a bit annoying when clients tell you this is the theme of the event.
You
don't
dress like that?
Are you mad?
I hope they paid
Because
extra for
I
that.
must tell you,
Long
the other guy
Hawaiian.
has a better body.
That's the
Got better.
I think it's Dushant. I think it's
Marian.
Dushant. Looks like Dushant.
It's Dileepa from Marian.
Yeah.
We call him Ratu.
Dilipa.
But Dileepa has
Dileepa,
he has chosen a better body.
Yeah. But my body is nice, right? Sexy?
Yeah.
Very reluctantly sexy, yes.
Oh, that particular one. Javed, this is like you have forced only good-looking photos of you.
All right, it's a cat.
Cat?
Is it actually your cat?
No, it's not my cat.
Because they're all dogs.
Nullified. Photograph nullified. Just. Let's ask this. When was this?
Wow.
Oh,
This was in
wow.
Naviksha, not bad.
1985.
This is me. This is my digging.
You have.
I only gave
Really?
Naviksha to dig for Javed. Same age.
Miss Working. This was a Miss Working
Really
girl.
good research.
Damn.
1985.
1985.
Yes.
Whew.
Uncle, I wasn't even born.
I've been in the trade from 1981.
1981.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm an old man, come on.
Well preserved.
Can't say, no?
Very happy.
Very happy.
I don't know why. We found one sexy photo of you.
All right,
Oh,
Sharon.
that's a nice one, yes. That was 15 years ago.
When she used to go out.
Yeah. Is this you? I'm quite curious.
Yes, it is.
For a commercial.
No, it was a wedding. I was the best man
All right.
at my friend's wedding.
When
No
was this?
thing.
Do you remember?
When did someone uncle get married?
1990.
1990?
My God. Color photo then.
1990 had color photo.
Yeah. 80s. I was thinking of this.
80s also had color photo.
Yeah, from somewhere there.
Oh, God.
How
Oh
do
my
you
God.
manage this?
Say something. So,
So
you're
that's
not to look
my
at the
pretty
photo.
mother.
Yeah, when was this? Do you remember how old you
No,
were?
I
Do
think
you
I
remember
was
this
like 2
moment?
years old.
2?
Y'all have actually done some good research. That.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
मैं
good.
लोकल लामेक ने Sharon.
Oh,
This is, if you consider this, right. I brought this picture so that we can put you as an eligible judge.
yeah, that's the real me.
Yeah.
The reason why is, what are you doing here?
I'm eating a cherry.
That's a better term to say. You're popping the cherry. Okay? And she's out, available for a great bachelor to approach. Finally, this Javed just puts up pictures where he's like, I don't know, who is that one who's like mysterious girl?
Peter Hendrik.
All right.
During school?
No, that was when I was working for the company before. Yeah.
So what do you do otherwise?
So I work for a company called Booking.com. So I earn money when people travel.
Now you are, I understand where you are currently.
No, actually no. I handle the Maldives.
Ah, much better. Here, they have left their phones be in their hands. No, all right, we need to wrap things up on the show. Thanks, guys, for coming. It has been fun having the three of you. I have come to terms with the fact that the Bonsos can't sit in one place.
You're right.
It's terrible. The
Good
questions were
analysis.
never.
I'm good, no?
Yeah, you are very ladylike.
You're
These
right,
ones
you're
have
right.
just
We can't.
made a mockery out
We
of
are
their
too
corner there.
comfortable.
It's like our mouths. You're right.
Just completely ruined it. All right. Thank you for being on the show. It has been absolutely fun.
Pleasure.
And
Pleasure.
can't wait to have more of you all. Very soon we'll get you all
Real
on some.
honor. Thank you, Danu, for
Oh,
having us.
thank you. And
Thanks,
please give my
Danu.
love to her aunts watch my show.
Say
Ah,
hi to
really?
my mother and my friends. Too.
Hi, auntie. On that note, we need to wrap things up. We'll see you soon with another cool episode. Date with Danu. Till then, smiling. It's a wrap.